Episode I'll cover day 2 and day 3. I boondocked in Stafford, Virginia, got up in the morning, went to Glen, and I'm going to put these 2 days together because not a lot of events had happened, but at least you can see the superchargers. I'm thinking about putting information about every supercharger I visit on this channel, but as just little clips. So if you want to look up a particular supercharger, you can see what's around you. I know the Tesla app tells you to some degree, but sometimes it's also nice to know how the chargers are configured, especially if you're towing. So I know I'll probably get some comments about how I'm blocking all the chargers. I was very aware of how many cars there were, what time of day it was. I started early. For instance, on day 2, I started at 4 in the morning to be able to take advantage of not dropping the trailer so much. If there was only one other Tesla, I would charge and actually move if any other Teslas came that might, need a space. So I wasn't a complete jerk about it, but I did take advantage of those off hours. Here in St. George, South Carolina, I love the stalls. You could pull through them all, and you're never blocking anyone. I wish more locations offered this to account for towing, which is going to just increase with the Cybertruck coming out. The Hardeeville, South Carolina Supercharger, I had done pretty well that leg of the journey, but a nice small gas station. They had some food in there. But my next stop, it was starting to get dark, so I was heading to Brunswick, Georgia, and I was going to boondock there and just finish my journey to Jupiter, Florida, where I was going to visit a couple of days with a friend, and then head off to Miami and or Key West, Florida. That was a bowling alley where I boondocked, so everyone left me alone. It was right next to the supercharger. Got up early the next morning and headed to Jacksonville. Jacksonville, they had a couple stalls you could pull into, and I just kind of angle in so that my trailer isn't blocking anyone. And I'll do that even on busy times, as long as I'm not blocking another stall. It was nice to be finally driving into Florida. Keep watching to the end. I'm going to go over the statistics and my average watt hours expended per mile. So stay tuned. I stopped at a rest stop just before Daytona and I saw this Mercedes. It's not electric, but I think I want one. If anyone knows what this thing is, please leave a comment below because I'm interested. It looks like someone turned it into a motorhome. Pretty nice. Made it to Daytona Beach. Supercharged, did okay at 660 watt hours per mile. Again, they had places to pull in. It was kind of busy, so I dropped my trailer anyways. Here I didn't have to drop. Again, I was able to angle in. Lots of shopping. Fort Pierce, didn't do so great, but I was cruising along. And again, I dropped my trailer. And I'm just about to my friend's house in Jupiter, Florida. So my plan is that I will take the Tesla down to Key West, so come back and watch the next one. The video should be available in a couple days. I supercharged when I got to Jupiter, Florida. It was about 7 miles away. And there's my friend's dog, Lucy, who accompanied us. So At the end of these 2 days, the averages were, well, first of all, I expended 7,992 watt hours, and I averaged 665. I believe that's a little worse than the first leg, which is surprising. A, because in warmer weathers, I think the battery will do better, and it was cold when I left Pennsylvania. But that being said, it was cold and rainy and bad visibility, so I drove much slower. So here's something to look at. For watching all the way to the end, you can see I did make it to Key West, which will be covered in the next episode. Saw a nice sunset and actually boondocked down there and got to see a free concert. I also will include some Tesla cam footage. Florida drivers are crazy. There were some near misses. I didn't wreck, but I have a couple I might submit to Wham Bam Tesla Cam. It makes me nervous being around any Honda. I found myself always watching out for Hondas during this whole trip. Well, thanks for watching to the end. Again, watch, subscribe, and come back and watch the next video and see my trip to Key West.